Dude.
It's awesome, dude. There's a buck right there. I think we ought to just walk to the edge. So the plan was to go to some typical mule deer stuff, and we kind of took a detour, and we're gonna go to where the bird hunters go.
Hey,
I wanted something. I didn't even care.
that's something cool. Clint just dropped that buck. Clint hasn't had time to get out much, so he's finally getting some meat.
So the plan was to go to some typical mule deer stuff, and we kind of took a detour, and we're gonna go to where the bird hunters go. We're gonna go down in the river bottom and go try something that's not so typical. Try to find some deer that, you know, we got this trailhead, this parking lot right here, it's empty. I just don't think people try this type of stuff. We're gonna head down and down into this little gorge and hit the river bottom. You got these little fingers that come up into some dry land farming and see what we see. But yeah, most people come here, probably are coming here for this. We're gonna look for deer.
Two white-tailed bucks.
I was just joking, but that was him. When I said let me glass up there, there was a white spot. I was gonna look for it, and then it went, and he took a couple steps. There's a buck right there. I think we ought to just walk to the edge. Instead of walk by. Yeah, we're not getting a shot through that. Keep going.
We went through, just snuck through the river bottom to get familiar with the country. And while we were sneaking through, just on our side, up a thick draw, Clint spotted two whitetails. One was for sure, but we kind of watched them work their way through the timber. We didn't see any mule deer, didn't see any other deer. So the weird thing is, though, it's super warm, and the last few days have been a really big full moon. So, but the nice thing about tonight is it's all overcast. It's raining a little bit, so I'm hoping tomorrow morning is going to be good because of that. But we're going to get the jumping jacks set up right now, and our stuff put away because it's probably going to rain tonight.
Just gonna pound my home style chicken and rice here and call it a night. It's pretty dang good, dude. Clint's got pasta primavera, I think. But we're gonna go after those deer in the river bottom again tomorrow. It's gonna be good. So hopefully we can find that whitetail buck we saw again. Just putting on my Thaki. Oh. Ow.
It rained a little last night. It's really cloudy right now, so that's good. Hopefully stuff was
bedded up last night, so it'll come out this morning.
We're about ready to walk down this road. Yes, we're road hunters. And it's actually darker right now than it was a big part of last night. We got clouds that came over and kind of the moon's gone over the horizon too. And see what we see. We don't want to be down there in the dark in position, because to get in position, I think we have the potential to scare whatever may be in there out. So we kind of just waited right till daybreak to sneak down in there and kind of see what's out feeding in those wetlands and in between the willows and yeah, in that grassy area. So we got down here to where we wanted to be to look over all of these wetlands and kind of this low marshy area. And sure enough, well, first thing there was a cow that kind of drew our attention, big black thing out there, so we automatically glassed it up, and behind it we saw a whitetail. So right now we're just kind of watching. There's a couple in there and they're moving through these really thick willows, and yeah, one's a buck. So Aaron saw, I didn't see it, but one's a buck. So we're just trying to watch. Hopefully it move a little bit closer, but it's just hard to see because you got to be looking in the right spot at the right time. They're just moving in between patches of willows to patches of willows.
Trying to get creative. We're skirting this whole piece of BLM, making sure we haven't missed anything. So far, no luck. I think with this rain, I think they're all tucked away in the thick pines, but what a cool little place. Keep trucking along. See if we can't turn something up. You gotta watch where you step here because there's a ton of beavers and they've chopped down those trees. You can't see, so you trip over them. But we're making our way back to where we saw that whitetail buck this morning. We're gonna just watch that willow draw that he's in, see if he comes out.
Middle of the day, it started pouring rain really hard. We moved areas to kind of look more for mule deer, but the roads are all pretty sloppy. Gonna go back. I think those maybe that little whitetail buck we saw this morning might be best area for a buck tonight. But crappy weather.
Just skirted around this big canyon and we're dropping in to this draw. It looks good. It looks good, so hopefully it is. So far, we've only seen a skunk and ducks and one moo cow. Just one by itself. A lone moo cow. Probably the only cow for miles. Got left behind again. Where I spotted that whitetail buck this morning, we're right on top of that, like 365 yards or so above where that buck was at. So if he comes out tonight, we'll have a really good shot at him. So do you need a pack under you? Do you need a pack under you? Are you good? You good? Dude.
It's awesome, dude.
Hey,
I wanted something. I didn't even care.
that's so cool. Clint just dropped that buck. Oh, freaking awesome. Clint hasn't had time to get out much, so he's finally getting some meat. And this whitetail's gonna be freaking awesome to eat, dude. Dude. Meat mission complete.
Meat mission complete. Yep. Just really, really grateful. It's a big blessing to have this little buck. Like, for all you big buck hunters out there, I own this one completely. I wanted whatever. Just had a day and a half, and that's probably all I'll get to deer hunt this whole year, or elk hunt, or any big game hunt. So he was definitely a blessing, and I wasn't gonna let that blessing walk into the trees. It's been a lot of blessings in my life this year. I wasn't gonna let it pass me up and go home with the tag and go home with some meat. Well, here's the back strap off that whitetail. Not the biggest in the world. They're cool little critters, and this is what we came for. This, the rest of it, the rest of that red juicy meat.
Alright, we're just headed out. All done. Got the buck done. And I got half of it. Clint's got the other half. And we got pulled base map up so we can get out of here. But awesome night. Clint's got meat. Oh, that's cool.